Okay, so we're looking at our next steps of integration now. Remember what we did before. We've got this purple formula here that's reminding you of how you integrated, which was to raise the power by 1 and divide by the new power, and then you have that plus c constant at the end. So let's just have a quick reminder of how to do that. So with this one, you're going to increase that power to 3, divide by 3, and plus c. This one is a little bit more complicated. We've got two terms. We integrate each one separately, but before doing that I'm just going to change that 2 over x to the 4 into 2x to the minus 4 to make it a little easier. And we get this happening. Increase the power by 1, divide by the new power, plus c, and then just tidy up at the end. So what about something like this one? We have something inside of the brackets that's being raised to the power. So just remember, this looks similar to what we did with the chain rule in differentiation. Okay, so if we can find something that differentiates to this answer here in our integral, then that would be our answer, because it's the opposite of integration, is to differentiate. So if we try out raising that power by 1, then differentiate it and see what happens. So if we differentiate that using the chain rule, this is what we get. So you can see it almost matches, but it's 10 times too big. So we just adjust our answer to be 1/10 of what we started with. So instead of it being 2x plus 3 to the 5, it's 1/10 of 2x plus 3 to the 5, and then plus c. So here's our next example. We're integrating 5x minus 2 to the power of 6, so we try out 5x minus 2 to the power of 7 and see what happens when we differentiate that. So using the chain rule, we get this, which you can see we've got that part matching up, but it's 35 times too big, so we adjust our answer to take 1/35 of what we started with instead of the whole 5x minus 2 to the 7. And we'll do one more example, a little bit harder. So we have this integral of 3 over the square root of 5 minus 2x dx. First of all, I'm going to change that into powers rather than square root, so we can see what to do with the powers there. So we're going to try out what would happen if we just take that bracket part and increase the power by 1. So minus 1/2 plus 1 is 1/2. What happens if we differentiate that? Do we get back to this integral that we're looking for? So using the chain rule, we get this. So you can see we get those parts matching up that we wanted with the brackets, but what doesn't match is that negative and the 3. So we need to adjust our answer of what's in that line for f of x to make it work so that we get that 3 instead of a minus. So we need to times it by minus 3. And there you go. All done.